Judge, just for the court, we do have 3 co-defendants that are coming out. Abdul Robinson Jr., Hakeem Robinson are currently present before the podium, and Leroy Whitaker will be coming out in just a moment.
Okay. And their attorney appearing.
The attorneys for Abdul Robinson Jr. and Hakeem Robinson are on Zoom, and Ms. Schlacks represents Mr. Whitaker.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. So nice to see you.
Thank you. You too.
And now that we have all 3 defendants, good morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
Julie Schlacks appearing on behalf of Leroy Whitaker, who stands to my left. Also before the court, we have Hakeem Robinson, represented by Christopher DeCoste and Tara Kawas, who I believe are on via Zoom. And,
Good morning.
And Mr. Abdul Robinson Jr., represented by Mr. Rear Jordan.
Okay.
Judge, since the last court date, all 3 of these individuals have previously been indicted. The state did return to the grand jury to consolidate them all into a single indictment. So that has been done. So I believe they just need to be arraigned on the new indictment. And then I also know that Mr. DeCoste and Ms. Kawas filed a motion to continue last night. We have a trial date set in August. There's some outstanding discovery that needs to be completed. I'm sure they can speak to that as well, or I can answer any questions if the court has it. But those are the 2 matters for this morning.
Okay. And I do have the unopposed joint motion to continue the trial where all 3 co-defendants are asking for the continuance.
Your Honor, we do not have any objection. We would be available to move forward, but we understand that the cases will likely be joined, and we understand the trial will be continued.
Okay. And is that the attorneys for the other 2 gentlemen? Is that your understanding as well?
On behalf of Hakeem Robinson, good morning, Your Honor, Tara Kawas. Yes, that is the understanding as it relates to the motion for continuance.
Okay.
And Jonathan Jordan on behalf of Abdul Robinson Jr., who's present in the courtroom. Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning. And that is correct. We are joining in on the request. We have no opposition to resetting the trial date. And yes, there are outstanding depositions still left to be had.
All right. I'm going to grant the motion to continuance and strike the case from the August 19th jury trial calendar. And you indicated we need to arraign on the indictment.
Yes, Your Honor, there's a new indictment where all 3 co-defendants have been joined in that single indictment as A, B, and C defendants. So that should be available this morning. I believe Ms. Schlacks has a copy of hers. I'm not sure.
I do, Your Honor. I'm just looking at it for the first time and therefore would just stand mute as to the indictment.
Okay. I'm sorry. Which gentleman do you represent?
And I represent Leroy Whitaker.
Okay. Whitaker, the last one. He's on pages 30 and 31. Yeah. I'll enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf. And as to the Robinsons, each of them, how do they wish to plead to the new indictment?
And Your Honor, on behalf of Hakeem Robinson, we will enter a plea of not guilty and demand any additional discovery and ask that the case be set for trial. There's also an additional matter for Mr. Robinson. Your Honor, we are going to ask if he could be allowed to fill out another application for indigency status. I had prepared a motion to have him declared indigent for costs. However, the application for indigency status that he filled out in 2020 was during COVID and had a different case number, and he was unable to sign it. So the JAC rejected the application. I would just ask, since he's present in court, if he could just fill out that document so that I can continue with the motion to have him declared indigent.
I don't know, do we have the document that he would need to fill out?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And that's on, Hakeem, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Okay. And on Abdul Robinson?
On behalf of Mr. Abdul Robinson Jr., we will enter a plea of not guilty as to the new indictment, ask for discovery, a jury trial, and I will reserve on any objections or defects as it relates to the indictment on behalf of Mr. Robinson Jr.
Okay, my intention today, per Judge Salvador's instructions, I'm just going to give it a pretrial date, and she will, at the next pretrial date, converse with all three attorneys and their clients to come up with an appropriate jury trial date that works for everybody. I don't have that ability, so she'll do that at the next pretrial date. How long would y'all like these passed for pretrial?
Judge, my suggestion was going to be, if it's acceptable to everyone in the court, we were set for trial the week of August 19th to come back that week because we may either have some of those depositions completed, or at the very least, my hope is that we have all of them kind of outlined. We know who they are. We can tell the court, this is the discovery process. This is all the witnesses that need to be deposed. This is when we're doing them. So we can then pick that trial date. That's realistic, that there are no other conflicts, and we can get it taken care of.
Does everybody agree, since you already were scheduled for the 19th, that we use that date?
Certainly, Your Honor.
Okay, all three gentlemen will have their cases passed to August 19th for pretrial and a set jury trial date.
Very good. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
And Your Honor, I do see that they're leading Mr. Hakeem Robinson out to the courtroom. I just want to ensure that he'll be able to fill out that document and have it filed with the court clerk.
We have the document. Oh, okay. He's already done it. Yes, thank you.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much, Your Honor. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you.